Welcome back, all my gardener friends. How are you all doing today? Welcome back to the channel. So, I want to start this video off about potatoes, my potato plants, okay? I had somebody in the comments telling me something about my potatoes. So, I'm going to take y'all right into the video about that, okay? So, these are my potato plants, okay? These are. Now, this big brown bucket, you can see, I said that they are sweet potatoes, okay? That I told the story over and over. I didn't know what I was doing. I had bought a sweet potato plant, and that's what grew, okay? And I didn't know nothing about growing, so I didn't know nothing about harvesting. Somebody told me to leave it in there. Shout out to Tay from Pensacola, Florida. She said, don't be surprised if it come back. So I left it alone. All of a sudden we start seeing something come back. I said that to say this. Somebody said in the comments that those are not sweet potatoes, those regular potatoes. I'm not sure if some of y'all study leaves or something, so I don't really know, exactly how the leaves are. But I assure you that that's what that is. If that's what's growing in there, and it's growing from some kind of potato, it's only a sweet potato. That's it. That's the only thing that I had in there. But for some reason, and don't get me wrong, the stalks look the same. I'm not going to go back and forth with nobody. I'm here to learn. If somebody put some regular potatoes in there, I don't know about it. I think it's sweet potatoes, but guess what? We surely will find out. Okay? So, I don't know. Now, maybe y'all see something that I don't see or that I don't know. But those are sweet potatoes to my understanding from what I planted, okay? And like I said, unless somebody put something else different in there, I don't know. But we gonna see, because when that big day come to harvest, I'll be out here grinning like a chess cat, trying to get inside of there to see what's down in there. I pray that it's definitely my sweet potatoes, but if it's not, and it's just regular potatoes, I'm still gonna be happy. And I'm gonna tell them they were right. So we shall see in the end on that, okay? So another thing that somebody taught me, like I told you, I talk to different gardeners. I do studies. I do different studies online. I read my garden almanac book. I'm studying, trust me. I am studying this stuff out. My peppers, cayenne peppers and regular sweet peppers over here. Here's what I learned. Don't let them grow right close to each other. That's what I learned. Because it'll cross-pollinate and you'll mess around and your sweet peppers will be hot. Because the first yield that you get, they say it'll be your normal peppers. But they say when that next yield come, because of them cross-pollinating, you might end up with a sweet pepper that is a hot pepper. So, gotta change my mind again. We gotta maneuver things around. I gotta move them around. That's just what I'm learning. And so as I make mistakes, I'll tell y'all. Because I'm not afraid to be corrected, okay? The Bible say only a fool hated correction. That ain't me. I want to be corrected if I'm wrong. So I'm wrong. I cannot have that stuff right close to each other. So I'm going to kind of pull some stuff apart. Now, some people might say, hey, no, that's exactly what I do. I don't want to take that chance. I used to love hot things. Them days is gone. I'm getting up in age. So we'll go ahead and start maneuvering some of this stuff around. This is my tomato plant. Beautiful. Look how big it is. Started off as a little bitty seedling. Probably wasn't no bigger than this. If y'all look at an old video, you should see it somewhere. Pretty and amazing. Let me get this moved. Okay. So we'll just sit that out the way for a minute, okay? Cayenne peppers next to sweet peppers. No, no. This is a tomato plant. We'll just kind of set that up there. And this one is growing. But to know that my other one that outgrew it is absolutely crazy. But that's my baby boomer, okay? And I think this one was called Sweet 100s. Okay. So let's get, this also is a cayenne. I should have planted my cayenne peppers all in red buckets. Color coded would have been really nice to do. So let's move this up. Let's move these sweet peppers to the back. That's probably getting shaded out somewhat from these potato plants. That might be why they not. All of them, I just feel like it's different sizes, but they weren't when we first got them. So let's pull this sweet pepper back next to the other sweet pepper, okay? And now we got our two cayennes up. I have no help today, y'all, so bear with me. I'm gonna try not to fall and trip over stuff. But I'm human. It's not AI. So it's real life. Okay. So now I got my two cayenne peppers in the front. I put my tomato plant right here in the front. Here's my other one that is just flourishing. Beautiful, lovely, amazing. So I also set those two on top of this tray, which isn't anything but a boot tray that you put your boots on when you come in the house and they muddy, that you can get right off Amazon. This boot tray is so when I water these, which they need to be watered now, I can, the water that goes through here filters through the soil or fall into that tray. What I got that tray for is leave that water in there, that whatever that overflow spillage is, these will suck it right back up. They get thirsty because I'm moving too slow getting out here. They'll just drink that water right back up out of the holes in the bottom of, from the bottom of your bucket, okay? So we got that done. Sweet peppers in the back, two cayenne peppers. I brought them a little close. Probably shouldn't be by each other at all. Probably should not be by each other at all, to be honest. And I got my tomatoes up here. But I don't have that much space, so we're gonna have to work with what we got. If the bugs is crazy, if I turn around and I get a second yield from them, because they said your sweet peppers do well for years in the buckets, as long as you take care of them, okay? If I get a second yield that comes out to be hot, and they really will have to be really hot, then we know we'll just start some new seedlings, and we'll know on the next round that I need to have them completely away, okay? So that's that. We got that done. Look at my sweet mint. Growing. Tiny seedling. Beautiful. Growing. Okay? The fine table that came with the 3 table. Pour that out. I'll sit that mint right up there. Now that mint probably shouldn't be right next to this citronella plant. I'll put that citronella plant over there, okay? It probably shouldn't be next to that citronella plant, but that's where I have it at, okay? I try to make sure they kind of stay apart from each other. All right. I gotta work on getting me something inside of my hummingbird feeders. Gotta do that. Gotta do that. I'm not being swarmed with bees and things like that out here. And y'all know I done planted pollinators and all of that stuff. But, hey, I have to wait on nature, right? Okay. I think I'm satisfied as of now And only thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull the one a little closer over because I feel like they being shaded by the potatoes, and that I don't like. This is some of your challenges to me of having a small space for gardening, okay? But that's okay. God gonna work it out for us, okay? You mess around. If you did get some peppers that could be a little too warm, you figure out how to make some kind of sauce out of them and mess around and let people start tasting it. Who knows? Become a millionaire. Never know. Now we're gonna go over here to, I hate to say this. Like my little small garden, okay? Garden or organic raised bed mix. I'm gonna have him to go ahead and put that in there. Always put your cheap soil in first. I had this for $5 last week. This week it was back to $7.99. Straw in the bottom of my bed. And I'm gonna do 2 bags, and then I'll do 2 bags of good soil on the top first. But this ain't no bad soil. It's organic raised. I see the wood chips in it, but it's not bad to me at all. I might start just buying this just to, and sure enough, if I catch it for that $5.99 again, I know to stack up on it. You can see, I see the wood chips in it, but it's just not bad soil to me. My bed that me and my husband filled up, and I have collards in here. Now, I kind of spreaded them apart, but they say that you should be spreading your collards. I want to say they said something like, let me get one of these out just in case. Okay. They want you to plant them 46 inches apart. They said with these collards, they like cabbage-like leaves. They grow within 75 to 90 days. 75 to 90 days, these should be ready, okay? I didn't quite space them that far apart. Do what they tell you to do on the back of them. I just went on ahead and kind of put them in a row, and as they growing, we'll see how it is. I don't care if this become very full, okay? So I just put them in a row. They do tell you to kind of put them in a row. Top is my happy frog, and we got a little bit of black cow also inside of her, okay? So we got to make sure we watering it. I need to make sure that I'm getting up in the mornings and water. I saw a lady on TikTok with massive size collards. She said because she get up for the sun come up and water. Over here, I put all these planters over here. What I plan on doing with those? Strawberry roots that I got from our local garden, okay? Honestly, I have plenty to do. Look at this. Strawberry plants that I got. What are these called? Runners, okay? They already told me. If you see them already starting to flower, pick it off, okay? Now, what he said is, what he would rather me do is let these fall into some dirt. I don't want them running all through the yard. That's going to be interesting how I'm going to get that done. Because I really was thinking about I might let them start hanging off of there, out of this basket over on the other side and just see what happens. Just see what happens. If it get too wild, I'm not worried about it. That husband that I have, he's going to come through with that weed whacker and that lawnmower. I ain't got no worry. So I got to get to planting. I got plenty to do. I can let y'all just kind of watch me go, okay? So let me get my soil and stuff and let me start. I do want to work on that medicinal bed, okay? This right here, we're going to go ahead and start planting in that. That's where I'm going to put those herbal teas in, okay? Then I get to that because that strawberry root plant, I just feel like I need a moment. So, no holes in the bottom of the planters that comes from Aldi's, but we about to put something in there. I am gonna do, I told y'all, I pulled some lettuce. I told you, we should be only using the amount of soil for depth of the roots of the plant. Something I was making a big mistake on, so I'm changing it. So we got extra soil from me pulling my lettuce out, and I'm gonna use it right in here. I'm gonna reuse it. He cut down that pine tree back there. That's that eyesore that y'all see in the back of the garden. The little branches, I'm just gonna kind of fill up the bottom of her with it, okay? It's just like your pine mulch, I believe, that you're getting from.
Yeah, it's just mulched up.
It's just, you know, mulched up that you're getting right from your regular store, okay? So just to let y'all see this gigantic thing of soil that we have, I had lettuce in it. A waste, probably 2 bags of soil, just wasting. It's actually all happy frog. So you know that it's good soil. We'll be planting chamomile, peppermint, lemon verbena, and some nasturtiums, okay? So I'm gonna put my peppermint in the middle. Smell good. Got my little roots on here. I just ruffle their feathers just a little, And we'll go ahead and plant that down soil deep, okay? Lemon verbena. This really smells amazing. Amazing, y'all. It just smells amazing. So to me, it's stuff that I would be using inside of my teas. Told y'all I love herbal teas. Love them. Go ahead and I'll put my little sign in front of that. And for real, your tall plants you probably should put in the middle. That's what I should have did. Placement, placement, placement. So my nasturtium. Now this is probably something that you should be putting in the ground. They say every garden should have it. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll put that inside of here. If my husband will go ahead and put me some dirt inside of her, that might work out perfect. This is my chamomile. Give it a little tap. And I'll go ahead and bury that. So did y'all know, because I didn't know, I picked something. They said when you get your mint that you're supposed to clap it. My niece told me that yesterday. Oh, it smells really loud once you do that and then put it inside of your drink. I didn't know it. I tell y'all, I'm learning every day. That's why I say plant yourself where you can grow. To add that into the video to let you all see while we had daylight. Remember, I am the kindergartner. I am here to learn and learn from you. You all have any questions, comments, just drop them down in the comment box, okay? Don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate all of you all being here. I'll see you on the next video, okay?